This is Mr. Kuchaki, a retired cab driver. The 73-year-old is struggling to survive.
There are a lot of hardships. There's no work at all.
Mr. Kuchaki had previously worked as a mechanic for 30 years. Later, he was forced to pick up work as a taxi driver for 28 years. Now, although officially retired, he continues to work as a cab driver.
I am in a very tight situation and have a lot of problems. I don't know what I should do and no one is helping us.
The government and parliament have set the minimum wage for retirees at $159. But Mr. Kuchaki earns even less, a scenario familiar to many retirees in Iran.
My salary is $72 and I pay $166 in rent.
Rent inflation is also a widespread issue in Tehran. The government has capped rent increases at 25% this year. But behind closed doors, landlords are hiking rents by more than 35%. Real estate agents complain about a lack of customers. Mr. Kuchaki's two sons help him pay his rent. We went with Mr. Kuchaki to try and find a cheaper place for him and his Sikh wife, to no avail.
There is inflation in the housing market. People are moving from other districts to this neighborhood, and residents of this neighborhood are moving to cheaper suburban areas due to the rent inflation.
Even worse than rent inflation is the surging cost of food. Many supermarkets have little or no customers because they can only afford to pick up a handful of essential goods at a time. Mr. Kuchaki is no exception. He bought a yogurt and 4 eggs for 92 cents, only enough to last him a day or two.
Meat is expensive, chicken is expensive. We haven't purchased meat, chicken or fish for 6 months.
Mr. Kuchaki refused to come to the butchers with us as he knew he couldn't afford anything there. Butchers in Tehran are also suffering because they don't sell as much as they used to.
People used to buy 5 kilos of meat a month, but now only buy 2. We have no income.
Economic woes are weighing heavy on the Iranian people. Few follow international developments as their days are spent simply trying to find ways to make ends meet.